Hi everyone, Ian from Avocado Property. I have come down to Cranley to meet with Lee Glomay. 5 weeks ago, Lee started his business, his own branded business under your own personal name. It's been exciting. It's been a good ride so far.
Yeah, it surprised me actually. I thought it was going to take a little bit longer to build up a head of steam, but the response around here has been brilliant. So
just on some of the stats, so there's 28 grand's worth of commission that you've listed in that period of time from scratch, because we're not, our brand that we created in the pilot is nowhere near here. So that's all off your own
experience today for driving here.
Hour and a half drive later. So you've done this off your own back. Obviously you used the platforms, the foundation, the stuff that's there, but off your own back in terms of some of the training and the blueprint that's gone through with it and your commitments. That's great, but not just the 28 grand's worth of listings. You've had just over 7 grand's worth of sales as well.
Yeah, three deals just coming in. So yeah, it's fantastic.
0 to 7k. So you're going to be looking to probably exchange business within the first 12 to 14 weeks, most likely. Which doesn't happen all the time, but it's a great case study. And again, it's not piggybacking off of anything we've done. This is all off your own back.
No, exactly.
And using the blueprint. Some of the business that you've listed has come from social media, recommendations, some of the lead gen that obviously that we're able to pass through with some of the back end stuff that we do as well. So figures are looking good. Big pipeline of potential instructions as well for next month.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've got hopefully about another 2 or 3 in the pipeline for next week. So if it continues like that, September will be
happy days.
A nice bumper month for us. So
no, it's good. It's great, and it's credit to you, and it's a nice way of showing how different things can be for people. And on different, we spoke and. From your perspective, obviously, you've got your daughter in there, nurseries hadn't opened around here yet, your partner had gone back to work. So the last 2 weeks, or half of that time since launch, if not more, you've actually been kind of juggling around being a dad, being a family man and a business owner. So how have you found that?
Yeah, well, I mean, pretty much actually since I launched, 4 or 5 weeks ago, I've pretty much been doing this part-time, around obviously looking after my 2-year-old and obviously my other half working full-time from home. So it's been it's been interesting, obviously juggling a youngster as well, but the fact being that I'm able to work my own diary, I'm able to work from home, it has been absolutely awesome for me. It's given me a completely different perspective on on life and how I look at things, and it's
time, I guess.
Exactly. It's given me that time that I needed. To spend with the family, which is all important. If I was in an office where I used to be in the office at 8 o'clock in the morning and not getting home until sort of 7:30 of an evening, that's a massive part of my day where I'd miss out on spending time with with a little one. So that's been massive for me.
And I think even if you're working, for me sometimes I wake up in the morning and I might be sending a WhatsApp to a client or replying to something on Facebook, but I might be doing that in bed with the little one jumping on my head. And for you, I think, although the hours might be there, there's a difference to hours in an office with a whiteboard, a phone and a suit to hours in your own business. Because
and effectively being shackled to that desk until it turns 6:30 or 7 o'clock, and then you can go home. And exactly that. I've been video editing, whilst sat in my bed, first thing in the morning, or replying to emails, late at night, and having my own business has allowed me to do that. For me, it doesn't feel like work. Albeit sometimes you are working, as until sort of 9:30, 10:30 at night sometimes, because you want to get that video done or the photos looking absolutely on money before you launch it online. But it doesn't feel like work because you're not in that office, you're not in that office environment and having
you're on your own you're on your own time, aren't you? You're on your own
exactly
clock. Which I think is really nice. And I found the same when we launched our business, and I think for me, you mentioned there, it doesn't feel like work, and I've found that the whole process, I've worked harder than I've ever worked because I'm so passionate about my own business. You can see that in the way that you talk about it as well, because you're building something for your family. You're building an asset as well, which is different.
100%.
You know, it's nice from that element. And what about in terms of, you know, you're one of the first to start. So, you know, in terms of from us, you took a leap of faith in us as well. And we've offered some support, but the actual network and the kind of group of guys and girls, you know, that are working within the business, and not just the Avocado partner agents, but also the mortgage advisors and the solicitors and the graphic designers and the videographers. How have you found kind of that network of people?
Oh, it's great, and I think, to be honest, it's invaluable. You know, we've obviously got a little WhatsApp group, and you know, to have that is great. You know, you can send a WhatsApp through, and so I've got, you know, how's everybody doing this week, or what's going on here, and you know, we instantly get responses back, which is great. And you know, obviously I've known a lot of the guys for a long time, so that helps as well. But you know, when you are building your own business, you know, when you're out on your own, it's to have that support network behind the scenes, even if you are, you know, having one of those days where something's not quite going your own way, to just be able to jump on and say, look guys, you know, what about this or what about that?
It helps with the momentum, and it also helps. I think that's one of the fear factors. A helicopter just flew over, by the way. Apologies about that. I think one of the things that I was always scared about of launching a business was doing it on your own, and sort of almost feeling like you are completely isolated. And what if that happened? It's the fear factor of it. But I think what's nice, and I find, you know, the support from your feedback on WhatsApp and Mark's and Andy's and the next batch of guys that are coming on board as well next month, which is exciting. I find the support in there super handy, because you never feel like you're on your own. You really feel like you're doing your own thing, but you've got a network of team around you to help.
And you know, there's no competition. Absolutely no competition. You know, again, sort of going back to when obviously we were agents working for, you know, for companies. You know, as a manager, you'd feel like you couldn't talk to a opposing manager in a neighbouring town to ask how he was doing that week or that month, because you're in direct competition with that person. Whereas with us, it's completely different. You're all on the same page. We're all working for the same goal. And you know, if Mark's doing something at the moment over you know, in his area, it's working really, really well, he's more than happy to share that information with me and for everybody, and vice versa. And that's massive. You know, that's really important when you know, when you are running your own business, because it doesn't feel like you're on your own, albeit it is our own business. Having that support network behind the scenes, and also having people who are in exactly the same boat.
Absolutely.
You know, you and Mike are obviously
doing the same thing.
Doing the same thing. You know, you're only a few months ahead of us all, and we're all in it together. Yes, we're all in together, and I think that's that. You know, that's, you know, as I say, invaluable for us. Yeah,
I think the public's feedback's been amazing, but I think the culture that you talk about in estate agency, where you did have senior figures kind of puppet mastering an internal competition, because it felt, if we do this, making us against the world office, it brings the best out of the figures. And that culture's definitely not here. And everyone's grown up, they've got kids, you know, we know what we're working towards. It's a mature business. We have fun while we're doing it, but it's been exciting so far. And
I've loved it.
I appreciate your time, and you know, you've done an amazing job in the first 5 weeks, and I'm sure your business is going to be huge over in this area. So keep up doing the good work, and thanks for your time today.
No worries. Thanks very much. Cheers, Ian.
If anyone is interested, wants to talk to, you know, if they want to talk to Lee about kind of his experience and how things are going, if you want to talk to me and sit down, talk about maybe becoming an Avocado partner and setting up your own business, then always love to chat. My mobile's in the post, and just pick up the phone, drop me a WhatsApp or give me a call. Thanks everyone.
Cheers guys.